Alright, everyone listen up. You cannot make straight guys gay, just like how you can't make gay guys straight. Wow, I should be a doctor. Today guys, we're going to be reacting to a video titled James Charles' Obsession with Straight.
Michael, I'm going to be your waiter today. What can I get you guys? Hi Daddy Michael. You want to get
I'm not across the line. Remember the Seattle situation Tati talked about?
James Charles and I had, he said some things telling me about a situation.
This is not the photo they expected to take when they set out to plan their dream destination wedding.
They had him at gunpoint and they're saying, we're going to kill you.
Destination weddings are growing in popularity. Meghan Markle had one when she married her first husband. An estimated 350,000 take place each year. There's even a romantic comedy being released next month called Destination Wedding, starring Keanu Reeves and Winona Ryder.
I'm going to that destination wedding.
Las Vegas is the most popular destination. In fact, 7 out of 10 destination weddings take place in the continental USA. Brides and grooms love them because of the thrill of adventure, and surprisingly, they tend to be less expensive than weddings at home, despite the cost of travel. Jennifer and Frank Musabki were scouting breathtaking wedding locations in Mexico. They were anticipating a fun experience exploring the potential venues. Then, an hour outside Mexico City, they were ambushed.
We're in the center lane, cars are going, and we get hit from behind.
Frank showed me what happened when he got out to inspect the damage.
4 or 5 guys bum rush me. I see a gun, and they pin me up on the back of the car. And they're just on top of me, and then I feel a gun go to my head.
They were thrown into the back seat of their rental car.
Anytime he spoke, they would push him or hit him with the gun, hit him upside the head with the gun.
They were driven to a remote location and told they were going to be held for ransom.
I was wearing sneakers, and they took a shoelace off one of the sneakers, and with the shoelace, they bound my hand in front of me. So I was like this, crunched over, with my hands bound.
Jennifer, you were concerned at one point that they were going to sexually assault you. What happened?
They tried 3 different times, but I fought him off.
They broke Jennifer's nose when she tried to grab a gun.
I'm wrestling the 2 guys for the gun. My hand was like cement on it, And finally, one of the guys punched me in the face, and they got control of the gun back.
Jennifer and Frank made a run for it, and by some miracle, escaped their kidnappers. This photo was taken at a local police station right after their dash for freedom. That was the end of their destination wedding plans. They decided to get married right here at home in Miami. Was taken at a local police station right after their dash for freedom. That was the end of their destination wedding plan.
Don't adjust your TV set. This man's skin really is blue. He used to look like this, a good-looking young man with a shock of red hair. But after using a home remedy, Paul Carrison looks like this.
Were you around my shade before?
Yeah, probably a little lighter.
So how did this happen? It all started when Paul was looking for a cure for flaky skin. Doing his own research, he read about drinking a solution of silver in water. At first, things were fine, but then Paul started rubbing it onto his skin, and it started turning blue.
When did you first realize that you were blue?
A friend that hadn't seen me in a while came by and asked me what I'd done to myself.
We compared our arms. Paul's used to be fairer than mine. Now it's a dull gray blue. And despite the change in his skin color, Paul kept drinking the stuff because he says it cured ailments like sinus problems and even arthritis. Paul showed me how he makes it.
I use distilled water, and then I take this apparatus here.
It looks like a high school science experiment. Paul attaches electrodes to a strand of silver wire. He sends a current into the water which extracts the silver. After about 15 minutes, the dissolved silver turns the water into a milky liquid. Paul's fiancée, Jackie, drinks the stuff too. But Jackie's skin looks normal because she says she never applied the silver directly to her face like Paul did. They met on the phone and she fell in love with him. Months later, she saw him for the first time, and she says even though she knew he was blue, it was still a shock.
Were you taken aback?
Very much so, yes. Yeah, I had to really look at it and keep looking at it and remember who I had talked to and who I had fallen in love with.
Paul says his blue skin has many advantages. He never sunburns and doesn't need to wear sunglasses. Here he is with his fiancée on a recent trip to New York City. But he also says there are some side effects he doesn't like.
Do you feel that you have been treated differently because you're blue?
Oftentimes. Some of the people were less than polite.
But despite everything, Paul says he has no regrets about
bandana on my face like a gangster. That's my face. Do you feel your say one more time? Do you feel my love? Do you ever feel enough?
This is the only photo the parents of Aurora Ann Delatorre Johnston now have of their daughter. They were shocked and devastated when they were told their one-day-old baby was dead.
She was in perfect health, very alert, very awake. She was the loudest baby in the ward, apparently.
Michael and his wife Yvette were waiting to hear from the coroner about the cause of death, but when they called to follow up last week, they were told even more devastating news.
They sent her to USC to be cremated, and her ashes are now in the USC morgue. And I was like, where is my daughter? What did you do with my daughter?
The dad says they were never told by the coroner's office that their baby girl would be cremated, and they were never asked what they would like done with her body. The coroner's office wouldn't answer questions about this case because it could be facing a lawsuit from the grieving family. Now Johnston says he has no baby and no answers as to why.
We have no clue. It's devastating.
All he has is this photo of the baby that he held for just one day.
I can tell, like, you know, she had my hands, and now I make sure and look at it every day.
For InsideEdition.com, I'm Mara Montalbano.
Hello everyone, filled with water. Because of water... Hello everyone, this is your Daily Dose of Internet. This teacher is holding a regular jar filled with water. Because of water surface tension and air pressure, the water does not fall out of the jar when she removes the cover.
In all directions, but pushing upwards to hold the liquid in, right?
Yes.
And if I take this off, what should
Still
happen?
pushing upwards.
The water should come out, but
That's not fair.
Witchcraft. What is this?
John, no, Gabby move, Jonathan move.
Yeah, okay. Move for a second.
Ben, he's taking a.
That's
not okay.
Then why does it?
This person created a strawberry that screams whenever you cut into it. This baby elephant was found incredibly weak and unable to stand up.
Tricks you can do with any plastic water bottle, whether it's empty or full. So yeah, not all of these are like magic tricks, so to speak, but they're just little fun tricks you can do with the object of a water bottle, which are fun to learn because these things are everywhere. And since they're already polluting and destroying the earth, you may as well get as much entertainment value as possible from them. I mean, me and my friends at elementary school did this stuff all the time, especially some of the ones in here. Just little ways to harass your friends and be just a little annoying kid. I don't know why I'm teaching these. First, but in no particular order, we have the rocket bottle. What you need is an empty water bottle, but with just a little bit of water left in it. Now this is important for later. What you're gonna do is you're gonna grab it on the bottom, grab it on the top, and twist. So that in the middle, you're gonna want the water bottle to be cut in half, kind of just like that. From here, just gonna twist, twist, and twist, and twist, and twist, twist, and twist. Then what you have here with all that pressure being built is a mechanism that will shoot this cap hard and far. So you're gonna wanna lightly loosen the cap. And once it gets loose enough, you're gonna put your thumb on the cap and twist off to the right in one motion, and it should. And then you'll get some beautiful, beautiful vapor coming out of the bottle, just like that. Now, if you want more vapor, just leave a little bit more water in there, but that's basically it. But, very serious warning, these things are dangerous. Do not shoot them at anyone. Maybe pop up some card boxes and shoot those down with target practice, but do not shoot these at people. I, true story, have been on the wrong end of one of these, and my eye was actually bleeding. My eye socket was gushing blood. This was back in high school. My friend Mike Kramer, shout out Mike, shot me in the face with one of those caps, and it nearly made me blind in one eye. So do not do that to anyone, and I do not endorse it. So number 2, once that cap got shot off like a cannon, what are you gonna do with it? Can you still have fun with it? Yes, of course. What you're gonna do with this cap is you can throw it almost like a frisbee with its disc-like shape, and the way you're gonna throw it is with your middle finger and thumb. the cap goes right in this little crevice like that. So that is the grip you're holding the cap in, and it's gonna happen if you get your of yards. This Gatorade cap, like those big fat Gatorade practice caps, so you just boom boom shoot each other with them. Not as fast, but just a semi-full bottle of water. So maybe take a swig so people know it's real. Now after that, you don't need the cap because this is all about water pressure, right? The suction you can get the water and make the water no longer be affected by gravity. Here we go. This could get messy. I spilled a little bit, but now my hand has it sealed, and just like that. The water is no longer affected by gravity until, guess what? I snap my fingers. And it pours out all over my bedroom floor. Nice. The best part about this trick for me is having other people try it, because there is obviously a magical secret behind it. You're gonna wanna take some clear plastic, like the stuff that comes in any, that really annoying stuff that comes in all your packages, that hard plastic. You're gonna wanna cut a circle the shape of the cap.
Maybe we were born this way.
Today we're going to do some physics tricks with water. The first one, all we need is a small glass and a deck of cards. Okay, we can take our glass and fill it full of water. I'm going to take the playing card, which is waterproof. Place it on the top. Has to cover the hole completely. There you go. This is a trick I learned when I was a little kid.
I really like you, Kevin, and everything, but like, to be honest, I just don't really see you like growing. Like, I see you getting a little more consistent, but I just don't see you like pulling like the numbers and stuff. And like, you've been on the team for so long, and just haven't really grown. Well, thank you for everything, and I appreciate it. Do you have anything else you want to say?
No, I appreciate everything you guys did for me and stuff.
I mean, why are you dropping so many people? Like,
Alrighty. Well, is there anything else like you sort of want to say right now?
Nah, not really, man. I just appreciate everything.
Right? It's just all this good stuff's about to happen, and it's like, oh wow, now I have no motivation at all.
Tweeting at me publicly telling me to recruit
I said, get this man recruited. There's nothing wrong with that. What the hell?
Dude, I texted my friend. I was like, bro, I just got dropped.
Oh, you're actually crying?
Yeah, dude, I'm on Twitter right now, and I have the group chat pulled up. I'm just sending my farewell.
And she kept saying, please help me, Miss Crossing Guard, please help me.
She may be tiny at 4'8", but crossing guard Adrian Young has a lot of power in her punch.
Superheroes come in small packages.
She helped free an 8-year-old girl from being kidnapped on a California school playground by a stranger who was later arrested.
And I told her to hold on to me as tight as she can, do not let go. Because both of us was very small, and the lady was bigger than me.
The child's mother, forever grateful.
If it wouldn't be for her, I wouldn't know where my daughter would be right now.
Adrian was honored for her heroism.
She told the crossing lady, hey, this is not my mom. Like, why is she taking me away?
A courageous crossing guard whose job doesn't stop just when the kids make it across the street. For InsideEdition.com, I'm Lee Sheps.
Can't.